conflicts.
There's massive conflict between the whole red pill scene with like Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
They went on a Flagrant 2. And they spoke to Andrew Schultz and his co-host Akash.
Really?
And they went at it hard.
But
and
Andrew was kind of trying to like
he was mitigating. He was mitigating the
whole
situation.
thing. But like, yo, bro, Akash was like, so y'all just fucking phony, yeah? Y'all are just cringe. What did he say? Not cringe. He said, y'all are goofy.
Y'all are corny. Y'all are corny as fuck.
Y'all are goofy. New York people, they have a way to use the simplest words and make them sound like they're the worst insult. Yo, you're goofy. Like, goofy is a cute thing, but if a New York person tells you you're goofy, you're about to get shot or something, bro. Hey, stop being goofy. Papow.
Because like one of the guys, I think his name is Fresh. And because there are two guys, there's Fit and Fresh. So I guess Fit is the fitter guy, and then Fresh is the other
Fresh
guy.
is the fucking mentally disassociated person.
He looks so off, and every time I would look
I don't know. I still don't, because to me, those are both of them.
I
don't know which ones you're talking about.
The guy Fit is the skinny guy who's like tall, and then Fresh is like the chubbier guy.
The darker one.
Yeah, the darker one. So he got caught apparently. He got caught apparently dating a girl from a sugar baby website. So he started seeing this girl.
That's kind of rich.
And she's on the podcast at one point, and there's a bunch of guys and there's a bunch of girls. And one guy grabs the mic. He's like, one of the girl that Fresh is with right now, my boy here was with last week. Oh. Yeah. On the podcast.
That is the kind of content we should be making, bro. Why do we wonder why we have no views?
No, we're gonna bring girls.
We're gonna bring girls. We need to engage with, my friend.
We're gonna bring girls eventually. It's gonna be fucking jokes.
We need at least 50 of them. And then 50 women here.
Anyways, so people start looking into that girl that Fresh is dating, and Fresh, he's kind of cringe because he kind of looks like a fucking loser. Yeah. But he's putting out this content of being.
That's how he talks, bro. He's so cringe. I'm sorry.
He's putting out this content of being like a woman connoisseur and like understanding female psyche.
The woman is like the fine wine. You need to.
Yeah. But he's super. I feel like he's not that good. But like, anyways.
Okay, wait. Which one is this?
Fresh is darker man.
Okay, yeah.
Fresh. Just think of Fit as fit guy, skinny guy.
Yeah.
So Fit.
Yeah.
So anyways, people start looking into that girl, and that girl has like Instagram or TikToks where she's like bragging about getting paid by a sugar daddy. She's like, "Hey guys, I just got $200."
I like how you point.
Yeah, she's pointing.
Clinks.
Yeah,
clinks.
She's super. Yeah, she's
clinks. Just bank. Clinks, deposit, and e-transfers.
I feel
like she's just getting paid the whole time. Okay, sorry, but just to finish it off. So yeah, and then people go on a profile and it says like looking for a man who could provide me with a luxury lifestyle, with like boats, with like.
And the Fresh thing, I can do that for you.
Is he that bad with a stutter?
No, he's really not that bad.
Bro, he has the cringest video about like talking about about how he slept with 3 women in one night because he met an NBA player and he uses it as a sales funnel for like his dating coaching.
Oh yeah, it's all a grift.
Yo,
they're all trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
For sure.
Guys, I got 3 girls in one night. Sign up to my class because I'll teach you how to fucking be a god or whatever the fuck, you know. And like a lot of guys are like signing up because they're like completely don't understand female nature.
Yeah. Bro, this guy, when he's like, he's doing live chats and shit, he's like, yo, you ready? Like, he's like with this girl, that gold digger girl, who's like kind of white-ish, yeah?
Yeah, she's a white girl.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful white girl.
Kind of a white
22
girl, 22
years old.
And then he's like doing a live with her, and he's like, there's people in the chat, and he's like, first of all, most cringy shit, asks for a kiss or some shit, and
the girl like, looks away.
Denies, but like the chat is going insane, like, cringe. And then he's like, somebody in the chat, super chat, asks like, oh, how many women did you sleep with in your life? And then he's like, looks at the girl, he's like, are you ready?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then
he says, are you ready? And then he's like, 5,000. And then the chat is like, cap. It's like baseball caps, NBA caps, bro. All the kind of caps in the world, bro.
Yo, everybody makes so much fun of him, man. He's trying so hard to be perceived as like this player, like God mode, man. Like his behavior is so beta to me. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I shouldn't use the word beta, but
yeah, it's funny, bro.
You're right, because when I I've seen like the alpha beta
Stereotype.
videos.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like, all right, it's kind of funny. It's like I always look at it like it's kind of like male astrology or whatever. It's like that's what it feels like. It's like,
It's
all right,
kinda funny,
cute.
yeah.
You guys like your thing, but when I because I didn't know about the Fresh and Fit guys, and then until they became
Abba and Preach spoke about it.
Yeah, it just like they became a thing to talk about, and it's like, oh my god, these guys give me just like I was not cool in high school energy because I was not cool in high school. I know what that feels like, and I know what that like male rage feels like because
that guy's angry.
Yeah,
Fit is
that's
so
what
angry.
it is. It's like
He's so angry.
He's on roids, bro, or something. I mean,
He's like, you a female, you a hoe. You line up and you wait for the man to, and like he's like super misogynistic, 100% like sexist. Like, if you're a girl, you're a dog, and that's it. You know what I mean? Type of energy. And at the same time, like Andrew Schultz made a good point. He's like, yo, listen, man, you're hanging out in Miami. There's a value system in Miami. The girls in Miami want the guys with the biggest boat, and they want to hang out at the nicest party, and they want to hook up with celebrities. There's a different value system in Miami than the rest of the world.
value system is that of a high school. Like
it's
like, but for
like
grown-ups.
high school forever.
But for grown-ups, you know, and like with like money and drugs and girls and whatnot. So he's coming from that environment, and he sees the world through that lens, you know. And he's like teaching men that this is how you should
approach,
with
maneuver
women,
in this game, which is Miami dating life. I think that's a good excuse, but at the end of the day, I think he's still misogynistic piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I understand that, like,
Because there's people here that think like
earlier in the podcast, I was like, I hang out with like anti-vaxxers, and I think it's important to like invite different narratives into your social life. I would never want to hang out with these people.
Oh no.
There's a line that I draw, and those people are like cringe, American cringe, which is like the worst cringe. American cringe is like
talking about
so
Florida cringe right now.
Oh, yo, Miami cringe is the worst because they're gonna try and sell you like I don't know, it's like dating
classes for $5,000.
$5,000. I wonder what their Patreon looks like what their tiers are.
No, but
fully racist, fully sexist.
Their content makes sense if you're a guy in Miami. Maybe it makes some sort of sense. There is some truth to what they're saying in a way.
Here's to me, it makes sense even further than that, because I do think we're in this weird realm. So I'm a feminist. I'm for gender equality all across the board, but I do think male energy, male role models is an important factor. Like, men need that. I know I did. I didn't have that, and it's such a valuable thing that like just having someone that you can rely on for advice. Here's what I'm going through. I don't understand why people don't like me. It's like
from a man going to a boy, right? There's that education that needs to happen. But I'm also of the belief that in a relationship, the man has a different role than the woman. Like, there is just empirical evidence about this. Life is divided in sexes, right? Most things on Earth function this way. Plants, animals, like mammals, reptiles, they all function. Some of them have male and female, hermaphrodite stuff, but it functions with this principle, this basic fundamental belief that there is two sexes. Now, to say that society fucks a lot of shit up, I'm totally for that point of view as well. I'm a feminist, and I totally believe in equal rights as well. But there's something that aggravates me where we see this dissolution of what it means to be a man, a gentleman. What is cool now? Being alpha and shit.
Yeah.
Alpha people aren't the people that build our society. Alpha people are the people that get ostracized, because us humans, we are a beta race. You know what alpha races look like? Chimpanzees, lions, where you have the alpha, everybody respects him, and everybody's trying to get his head. That's not how we function as a humankind. Humankind works as we're all betas. We all do it together. And if we see somebody taking too much, we fucking hate that person. You know, some people are gonna say, "Oh, but how do you explain politics? How do you explain people like ruling the world?" This is social manipulation. You know, democracy is for the people by the people. You know, this is how we build. This is how we organize in society. So to idealize this alpha role model and to say that is what being a man is extremely dangerous for the future of what it means to be a man. Being a gentleman, you know, too bad it was only in the 80s when like women weren't able, where they could even have a job, or like I don't know when it was, but like back then it was honorable to be a gentleman. Now I feel it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's considered being simping or whatever.
And being intellectual or a nerd is not sexy anymore. I feel like people are just like white claw culture, especially the Americans. Like
White claw?
Yeah, white claw culture, bro. Alpha white claw culture.
The mistake I feel like we make as men is that we create this value hierarchy where we kind of like look up to the man who has the most sexual partner. We're like, oh, yo, shit, this guy's fucking cool. So we kind of project that value system onto social like behavior, or like some sort of social hierarchy ranking. Right. You know what I mean? So we kind of create that in our minds. But I think the best thing for men to do is like, for me personally, I don't value a guy because he has more sexual partners than other people.
I never did.
Never did.
Yeah.
You know? So
I wondered how.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I asked myself questions. I pondered.
I pondered like, why
I've
is
never
this
been
guy...
like, shucks.
Yeah.
Shucks, I
That's
wish
the
I
man.
had more. That's your man. I'd be like, I would honestly believe that is the emotionally dependent person. I know people who've ruined themselves constantly seeking for the comfort of a female partner, you know?
Yeah.
Ruined themselves.
There was
Can't stay single.
A period in my life where, you know, I felt my value came from the people I hooked up with.
Yeah. Your self-esteem is completely attached to your romantic performance.
And I totally get it, because coming from a person that nobody has ever loved. No, I'm not saying this as like I'm a victim, but like as growing up in this society, it's extremely hard to get a hug.
Right.
You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're saying.
It's
like,
extremely hard. And then the first time a girl brings you, or that you guys are cuddling in a bed together, and that moment is like, oh my God, she really thinks like, what the fuck does she like about me?
No,
you know that feeling? You know that feeling of like, when they first give you worth, that is when you become a piece of shit and you're like, I don't need you, fucking bitch, get the fuck out of my life. But no, that was a joke as well. But like that idea of like, or like the concept of like being loved for the first time is very, very powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a strong drug. Like it hits your brain chemicals. You're like, whoa, that's a high.
Yeah, and then people like latch onto that, you know?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got dumped, like I was heartbroken for like 6 months, bro. Like I was like dreaming about the girl. Like I couldn't even. I was like, I read like a self-help book. You know what I'm saying? Like you know you're in the gutter when you start reading self-help books. You know what I'm saying? You know you're up to nothing good. You know what I'm saying? Borderline suicidal. But I learned a lot during that period. You know, that period of like finding worth, you know, and then realizing, putting things into perspective. I cannot put my trust in self-worth into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expressing myself properly, but like it has to come from within. You know? And who the fuck is gonna want to love a lousy piece of shit anyways, who can't love himself? You know what I'm saying? You need to bring, it's your responsibility to bring value to the relationship, you know? It's like you need to find somebody that like brings value to you, and that you, I was having a conversation with my girlfriend Claire yesterday. It's like, we're so different, we're complementary, you know? That I think there's a lot to be said about that. And the sexes in our world, male, female, you know, is very different, complementary, you know?
Yeah.